like to thank God for giving me such a wonderful life and to celebrate my 70th birthday, 70-year-old birthday yesterday. And next, I got to thank all of the people on Facebook. All of y'all, man, thank you. Brenda Zeno and Jack Yates alumni, man, y'all are outstanding, man. Y'all make me feel proud to be a Jack Yates Lounge. Thank y'all. And for all of my other friends, Jack Yates, Phyllis Wheatley, who all wish me a happy 70th birthday, I just want to say thank you. I'm making this video for you to show you how much gratitude and how much appreciation I have and how much love I have for all of y'all who took time to wish me a happy birthday. People might say, well, so what? Man, people are taking time to do something. They don't have to do that. They do that because they feel like they want to do it, to show their appreciation for whatever you doing for them. And I want to thank all of y'all. And first of all, you know, when you get a brand new car or somebody wins something, they say, I want to go to Disneyland. But see, I've already been to Disneyland. That's why I'm out here in Galveston, on the bay, on the water. I'm a Pisces, so I'm on the water, so I'm comfortable being out here. And I'm even more comfortable in talking to all of my friends on Facebook. And you know, your birthday is that special day, man. That's that special day for you. Ain't no holiday for nobody but you. And the day that you celebrate your birthday, and I remember the first time I celebrated my birthday without my mother. That was painful, man, because don't nobody remember your birthday better than your mother. She the one went through them 9 months of carrying you. She went through that labor of bringing you in this world, so she gonna always remember that day. And the first time, 45 years ago, when I lost my mother, and it wasn't no social media, and I don't have any brothers and sisters, I felt alone, man. That was pain. I didn't feel that pain for Christmas. I didn't feel that pain for New Year's. But on my birthday, I felt it, man. And now, thanks to social media and thanks to all of my Facebook friends, I don't have to have my birthday alone anymore. I celebrated my birthday right here on Facebook. When I went and bought that new Toyota from Fred Haas, I celebrated my birthday. And this birthday is a special birthday. You know, it's not special because I'm 70, but it's special because every decade of your life is a special birthday. All of them are special, but the decade birthdays are special. Those are the decades, those are the birthdays that you can always remember. My first decade birthday when I was 10 years old. Everybody's first decade is 10. And I can remember now when I was 10 years old, right today, I was swimming. I was swimming for the YMCA with Johnny Means and Sterling Stewart, Marvin Neal. But anyway, they was in the middle thing. But we was swimming with the midgets. And I never forget that. And that year in 1958, I got 3 gold medals. I didn't think I was going to get but one. I kind of thought that. I didn't know it was going to be a gold medal. But it was in Clinton Park, and I was swimming with the midgets. The midgets is 10 and under. And I got 3 gold medals. First medal I had it in the 25-yard butterfly. See, I still remember that. The second one I didn't think I was going to have a second one because I didn't have the fastest time in the preliminary. A guy out of Clinton Park named Walter Turk had the fastest time. That was in the breaststroke. So I didn't think I was going to beat him. But when the race started, I knew he was going to beat me. But then once I seen I was getting close to him and he wasn't beating me as bad as I thought he was, then the momentum in me felt like I can do this. I can beat him. And once I got close to him and I seen how close I was to him, it was in my mind right then, I'm going to beat him. And I did beat him. And that was the second gold medal. The third gold medal came on the freestyle relay. And we just waxed them out, man. We waxed them out. It was a medley relay, really. And all of these guys have passed away. We had Dale Wang swimming the backstroke. We had Ronnie Overton swimming the breaststroke. I was swimming the butterfly. And Major Stevenson was swimming the freestyle. We waxed them out. Now, 10 years later, 1968, I'm married and my son is born. These are decades that you don't forget these birthdays because they're special. And my son was born in 1968. I was married. I had a wife, and my son was expected to be coming into the world, and I was been a father. I was working, and I had a good job selling soda water for ROC Soda Water Company, ROC Bottling Company, which sold knee-high soda water in 16-ounce ROCs. Yeah, I remember them 16-ounce ROCs. Well, I was selling soda water out there in Fourth Ward. And we didn't have no open truck. We had open trucks. We didn't have things where you can slide them down. So people would come there and steal your soda water off your truck all the time. And I had it right out there in Fourth Ward. And them Negroes were stealing soda water off of my truck. And by the way, you do have to pay for that. And they wasn't taking no one bottle. They was taking 6-packs. They were so bad out there stealing soda water out on me on my route out there in Fourth Ward. I'm talking about down there by Andrew, all up and down West Dallas, all up and down Gillette. Man, they were stealing soda water on my truck so bad. And thank God I went to school with Bro Dick. And Bro Dick was like a mayor out there in Fourth Ward. Everybody respected Bro Dick. And Bro Dick had him a 1968 Road Runner. Everybody knew Bro Dick. And Bro Dick stopped everybody from messing with my soda water. And that was in 1968. Okay, the next decade, 1978. That was a trip because I was already in sales now. Once I left RC, I went to work for Rainbow Bread. And I got to work for Rainbow Bread. And when I left Rainbow Bread, I went in the 70s with a new outlook of things, selling bread for Rainbow Bread Company. And I had a good route out there in South Union. I was the first young black to ever start working for Rainbow Bread. Because see, Rainbow Bread, during the bread companies during that time, they didn't hire any blacks hardly. And then plus, you had to be 25 years old and married because they figured if you under 25 years old, you weren't gonna get up at no 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning to go no work because you're gonna be out there partying all night long. So they had an age limit where you had to be 25 years old or older and married. And I was 21. Well, at that time, yeah, I had got to be 21 and they hired me. And in the 70s, and that's when I lost my mother. In the 70s, 1971, that's when my mother was killed. And it took me a little while to get used to it, not being without my mother. Especially, she died of an accident. See, in them accident deaths, they hard to digest. All death is hard to digest, but them accident death is when they're here today and they gone tomorrow. I was hugging and kissing and loving my mother that Monday, and that Tuesday she was gone. But life goes on. God that's his will. And I came out of the bread business, and then I went into the sausage business. Now this was a trip. Man, this whole thing is gonna be a trip, man. But it's reality. This is real. God is so good to me. I got so much to be thankful for. Not only living 70 years, but living all of them 70-something years worth of excitement and fun. I ain't had no misery in my life. I'm blessed. At 70 years old, I'm blessed. But let's keep going. Okay, in the 80s, that's when things just got real crazy, man. That's why it's all messed up today. Because in the 80s, it was wild. I'm gonna just show you how wild it was in the 80s. I was the first black to ever start selling sausage for Blue Ribbon. And I was the only black sold Blue Ribbon sausage. You know, number one, a lot of rednecks redneck white people run the meat market department. And we talking about Weingarten at that time. Safeway was in the market, Kroger, and HEB wasn't here. Weingarten, Safeway, and Randall's was in there, Randall Osteen. And I went to work for Blue Ribbon Sausage. And I was the only black. And then, just show you how crazy it was, they didn't think I was gonna make it because they put me out there in Pasadena. And I was right there across from the Ku Klux Klan bookstore. That's had a Lewis and Croker out there. Yeah, we used to make Lewis and Croker too. Y'all remember Lewis and Croker? And I went out there and just tore them up, man. Believe it or not, a black person, and this is why they made me supervisor. I'm a supervisor, and I ain't got nothing but white guys working under me. And I didn't want the supervisor job. They wanted me to do it because I knew how to get along with everybody. My smile. Once I found out my smile, and the guy, Franklin Roth, who owned Blue Ribbon Company, his son owned the sausage company now that's called Home Sausage. Now, Franklin bought Bum Phillip in with him later on after I left Blue Ribbon. But back to the selling the sausage and dealing with all these white people. And I'm the only black. I used to be in a room where I'm the only black. And I was out there making, this is how it all started. Me with the relationship with the redneck people who really don't like blacks. My smile. I told a guy one time when he told me, he said, boy, I told you I don't want the damn sausage. You can get on out the hell out the stove. And I told him, and I thought, what should I do? I said, I'm gonna try this Richard Pryor stuff. And I said, let's see what it works. Yeah, I can't do nothing. He can't do nothing but throw me out. He already ready to do that. So I say, Bob, that was his name. I say, Bob, this is what the deal is. You can deal with this black man. You see who I am right now. Bobby. That's what everybody calling me, Bobby. You can deal with another black man. He might be a goddamn fool, man. You know, we got some ignorant black fools out here, man. So now you can deal with me, because you know what, Bob? Us black folks, we ain't going nowhere. And I just fell out laughing, and they started laughing so hard, the white girl that was eating her food, she spit out her food laughing. And say, man, you crazy, man. I like you, man. I like you, man. Leave what you want. That's how good I was at Blue Ribbon. I'm going to show you another example of what I did that I couldn't have. This is God. I had a white guy that was pulling a rod out in Pasadena. He get kicked out of a Weingarten store. And this Weingarten dude, he don't like white guys. He don't like black guys. He don't like Jews. And I'm working for a Jew, by the way. And his name is Richard. And the Weingarten is down Red Bluff. Most of all the rednecks on Red Bluff, not on Sophomore, down Red Bluff. And they told me to go out there, see can I talk to Richard. and get us back in the store. He didn't kick the white boy out the store.